Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com, and this is going to be a series, and it's going. This one we're going to be talking about fear, and the reason I thought I need to start making a series like this, is I've I've known I've got experience in a lot of stuff, and I've learned how to do what I do, and I've learned to use the experience that I have. And but with that experience, it taught me stuff. And like I say, I'm a dyslexic. I can't read really well, and I don't know. That's why I admire people that can. You want to learn something, you just read about it, and man, you know about it. And me, I got to go out and get my hands dirty before I learn about something. And but anyway, one of the things that, and it's always puzzled me, and that's been fear. Uh, the reason I say it's always puzzled me is because when I was young, I was scared. I mean, not all the time. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to go into all my young man experiences, but it was scary. But you got to remember, I lost my mom when I was 5 years old. So, and I didn't even know growing up. So I never had a mom. So I didn't know what a mom was all about. And then in Vietnam was the first time that's when I understood what a mom was all about. Uh, I mean, here I was in the Marines, and we're combat people. I mean, we fight, we take lives, and that was really scary. And then when these people get hurt, they get shot, they get blown up, whatever happens to them, most of them would holler for their mother. And at first, it was no big deal, but then when I see a pattern of people hollering for mama, and I'm thinking I missed out on something. Mamas did something. And so that was, and that I may, because I don't know, but that may have something to do with helping people not to be scared, or maybe that's something that makes them to be scared. So maybe the relationship with their mama, or what they saw with their mama, made them like that. I don't know. Now, and then my mom was shot. So I mean, that's so maybe that's why I'm not concerned about guns. And with somebody else, that then they'd be scared of guns. I don't know, but it's that fear. And if people learn to deal with that fear, your life changes a lot. When you just think about anything that goes on in your life, and what part of it is controlled by fear. Okay, you own a house. You think, what's to be scared of? Well, you don't own the house. You're paying taxes on this house. And, even if it's all completely paid for, you're still paying taxes on the house. It's not yours. It'll never be yours. And, I mean, so, but if you are scared of that, well, then, I understand how that fear would come, and how you're going to deal with it. And I think dealing with fear is the answer to all of the problems. And the reason I say that is, like I say, I got married when I was 22, and when I came back from Vietnam, I was 19 years old, and I got out of the Marines, and uh, uh, I can't really say I was scared, but I must have been, because I was drinking heavily, and I mean, it was bad, smoking a lot, not sleeping. I mean, there was a lot of things that was going on that wasn't, it wasn't a good life. I mean, I was drinking 30 cups of coffee a day, so these aren't good things. So I must have been in fear to let this kind of behavior overcome me. Now, when I turned 21, that's when all of a sudden I decided I'm going to live. I need to start thinking on what I can do to better my life. And then when that happened, I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking, stopped drinking coffee. I stopped every bad thing. And then, now, like I say, I'm a product of an arranged marriage. I told my father I was ready to be married, and then it took him about a year to find my wife, and my wife, I called her Mama. This is what I called my wife. Now, at first, her name was Anna, and it's not even Anna, but I call her Anna, but it's Anita. When she said her name, it was Anita Elizabeth Leon Lou, but with the accent and all that kind of stuff. I didn't know what she was saying, so I finally said, "So, Anna?" She goes, "Okay, Anna." So then that's why I call her Anna. And then when she started having kids, then she's Mama. Well, it stayed like that. Even when the kids grew up, she was still Mama. So she was my Mama. So that might have had a lot to do with me learning to control my fear and what to do about my fear. And like I say, I really don't have any. I don't really remember any other than up until that time. And then she was a really good woman. And I say, so, and she said, well, if there's something that scares you, what are you going to do about it? So, and that's basically how everything got going. I mean, if something scares me, I prepare for it. I prepare how to handle it, and or I prepare to avoid it. So I mean, there's just ways to get around the fear, but fear isn't what motivates me. And I say, so police, I train police, so police don't scare me. Bad guys, well, bad guys are bad guys, and I know how to deal with bad guys, so there's nothing to be scared of. Money, I'm not into money. Money doesn't motivate me. That's where the gold and silver comes in. I mean, what do I want? Anything I want, I got gold and silver to get it. So, but so it's not money. Money doesn't motivate me, and that's one thing I've noticed. A lot of people are motivated by money, and I mean, I've seen people that given up an opportunity because in their job they're giving them a lot of money, so he's not going to give up all this money to go do something else that he doesn't know is going to work or not. So he's going to stay right here with that money. So the money is what motivates these people. So, but like I say, everybody's got their own way of doing things. But the way fear, okay, like now, with the invasion of Ukraine and their booby trapped the nuclear reactors for their stuff, and everybody's on getting in alert and trying to figure out what's going on and this kind of stuff. Okay, nuclear stuff, does that worry me? No, it don't worry me. Okay, the first thing is, okay, if it hits, okay, I'm in Topeka. If it hits Topeka, it's going to fry me just instantly, so what's to be scared of, so, but what if it doesn't hit here, it hits somewhere else? Okay, I've got the potassium, was it potassium iodide? I got this stuff that will hold me over so I can leave the infected area, and, I can't say I'm a prepper because I don't have all the stuff, but I have the stuff I need. And so there's nothing to be scared of. But like I say, I've prepared for something that could scare me. And after I prepared for it and did my research on it, started learning what to do, where to go, and this kind of stuff, well, there's nothing to be scared of. You're scared of the unknown. So if it's unknown, know it. Once you know it, well, then you can take steps to guard against it. And now physical fear, Vietnam took care of that. I mean, I've already been to hell. So you can get 6, 8, 10, 20 of you guys. They all come over here with clubs, guns, and knives and everything else. You're gonna need more than that to scare me. I've already done all this stuff. So that's what I'm saying. You need to figure out what it is that scares you and deal with it, not hide from it, because it will find you, whatever it is. And I don't know. I'm no psychotic person that knows all this kind of stuff. But I mean, if you have some kind of, what do they call it, phobia kind of stuff, my phobias, I just deal with it, and then I lose that phobia. Now, there is something that is coming, or has happened, and that's like the fear of heights. I've never had the fear of heights. As I've got older, I have. Why? Because I haven't been around fear of heights. I haven't been around high places. You know what I mean? So in other words, if you're not around something, it's automatically if it's new to you or you're not used to it, of course it's going to kind of scare you. But like I say, you just take the steps. So that's why. When I travel, I mean, I'm coming up with all kinds of stuff that I don't know anything that I'm getting involved in. I mean, trying to find food, trying to find shelter, trying to find friends, somebody you can talk to, somebody you can trust is not that easy. And especially in a foreign country, even if you find them, they may not speak your language, so there's fear is one of these things that you need to work with. I think this is why people like civilization. And it's what you hear me talk about. Well, you get civilized. Well, you get civilized, you wake up the same time, you go to bed the same time, you're sleeping in the same bed, you're getting food, everything, food, shelter, all the stuff that you need is all regular. It's all right there. Go to the store, get whatever you need. You're civilized. And so when there's a chance that you're going to lose that, then people get scared. That's what prepping is all about. You're prepared for all this. There's nothing to be scared of. And even though people say, well, they must be scared. Look, they got all that food and guns and and all this stuff. Well, there's no reason to be scared once you have all this stuff. So, but anyway, this just something I want you to think on is fear. Because fear is a good motivator. I use fear a lot in my work. When I do the stuff I do, it's fear. A lot of it is the fear of the unknown, because I don't know how many times I have people ask me, "Who are you?" Because there's something odd about this guy, and I'm able to put the fear in him. And this is why, okay, police, when they stop you, they want to know who you are, they want to know all this, but they want to know as much about you, what they're dealing with, so then they're not scared. And so that's what I'm saying. There's ways to handle fear, but you have to look for it. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.